The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He's going to bring it out from deep. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback, being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Going for it all. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Here's the handoff. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After getting caught for a safety, their line lined up and ready to kick it off. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense in an empty set. On second down, he'll let it fly. The throw. And that pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Coming after it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to need a little more work from the kicker.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the toss. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive leads.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Fires into traffic, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He'll start this drive firing. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll go back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
On second down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all down. It's perfect. He does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Right back to the well. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. He's looking for a man on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the field.
Get set, get set.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking for a deep man. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football team.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Ramsey. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Going deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Canes moving quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They keep attacking through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Running behind that left side. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
On the double.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Can. Green 25. Ink.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Kane. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, wants to throw it. Looking for a huge play. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Finds his man. It's rush. Snowed under by the defense.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Irish. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Ramsey. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
And the Canes want to move quickly. Running to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going up top. And he throws another interception. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Scanning the field, it's Ramsey. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. You got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. It's fourth and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Got it. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone.
4-2 Spider.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Terrier.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. You get to the right, they get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Green 25.
They want to run it left here. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Miami! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 22 to Washington. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish back on offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Shakes off the tackler. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
They'll ride the hot hand.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down, down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Looking downfield. It's Ramsey. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. Feeling some heat. Steps away to find some room. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Running the red zone. It's Tuggle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss the tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job.
The offense coughs it up. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hurricane. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this thing away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really...
Slips one guy, now he's loose. Off he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Comes out throwing on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Here's the give off the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made